Hello YouTube, we are back with some more match commentary for you all. This is our third match from our recent triple box at Sully's Abode, which is a shop that we go to in Bolingbrook every Thursday. For those who are based in Chicago, in the Chicagoland area, feel free to check them out. They've got a ton of other stuff going on there too. So nice shop, and we are there every Thursday at 6 p.m. So if you want to come check us out, please do feel free. In this particular set, we have Jorel playing his Jesmon OTK build, his GX build on the right, and we've got Eric playing his Wargreymon on the left. So it should be an exciting one. Unfortunately, Eric, I think you pointed this out last time we tried to record this. He hasn't updated it yet, so he's just like, fuck it. Yeah,
he heard his friends were all coming out, so he's like, oh, I want to show up. So he showed up, but didn't have time to edit his deck. So it's just what he's been balling with for the past, I think few months.
I mean, he's been balling with it anyway, so I mean, might as well. And then Jorel kind of switched back to his GX build, so it should be fun to see that again. Let us know what you guys think. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe per the usual. And without further ado, let's hop right into the round over here.
And it's me. I'm Ben. I'm here too.
Yeah.
And everyone will definitely believe that you're TJ and not Ben.
I'm the highwayman.
Because exactly. Oh my God! You said the line. Oh my God!
We did it.
Jorel, did you hear him? He said the line. You're right there. I know you can hear him.
Cut the video. But distractions aside, yeah, he's a pretty good turn one. He sets up a tie. Jorel is searching for pieces with a master to disciple. He does have the bow hook and back, so once he hits that 5, he's pretty much cooking, but just looks like we're looking for that level 5.
No dice on it. He also doesn't have a level 6 right now, so he's kind of just stuck at 4. He's got 2 GXs in hand.
Yeah. And he plays out the Sister Mont Blanc to pitch 1 and draw 2.
Yep. Which he still doesn't draw level 5.
Right.
Just like he's dropping that Sister Mon, we're also dropping some frames.
Once again, apologies for all that, guys. We don't know what happened, but we'll try to sort it out for the next set of videos that we have coming up this weekend. So bear with us. This is hopefully a one-of. And it'll be a one and done, and it should fix itself very shortly. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So Eric was able to use his turn to go into a Metal Gray for essentially just a 1 cost because of the Metal Gray X, or no, sorry, the Greymon X, and then went into Metal Greymon X. Swing in for a total of 3 checks because of the tie.
And he is 13k,
which is important.
Which unfortunately first check is 15. You can swing over literally almost anything in the deck except for, GXs, which Jorel has 2 in hand, and then the third one was in security, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But just plays a training, grabs a Wargreymon. It's kind of stuck a little bit.
Yeah.
He's basically like 2 turns slower right now, which is really scary against Jess.
Yeah, and he has really no other choice but to pass Jorel over to 3, which, I mean, granted, he doesn't know what's in Jorel's hand right now, but seeing a bow hook and okay, passes over 5.
Opts to just drop a Greymon, because I think he's missing the rookie.
Right. And,
so,
I mean,
at that point, it's
like,
if you aren't going to be able to start even going up a line next turn, you might as well just try to drop to level 4 at this point, because otherwise, against Jesmon, you're going to just lose the game at that point, anyways, if you don't see the rookie off
for
the
sure.
draw.
You can make a case to say too that you could tell that Jorel's probably struggling to find some pieces, so kind of force him to try to deal with it. If he can't, then you've got a free level 4 that's just chilling, ready to go. To your point, he was behind 2 turns. Now he kind of just caught up a little bit.
Yeah, now he's just back at it the next turn because he wasn't punished for hard dropping level 4. Because Jesmon does not really run much in the way of
removal
bombs or removal options. Yeah. Looks like Eric's just sort of debating a play.
I will say though, sometimes you just have to do that. I mean, sometimes you just be like, fuck it, and be like, we just drop something. If you can't deal with it, yeah, I give you a ton of memory, but if you can't deal with it, you done goofed.
It's like the short that me and Jorel made, way back when we still played it. They who shall not be named. It's fucking just all gas. Just hard drops level 4 after level 4 after level 4, and I keep on just removing it with BL stuff.
But we see Eric finally go in. He cracks the training to go into a Metal Gray, then goes into a Metal Gray X with the X antibody option underneath. Which is not bad. I mean, that's going to be a scary stack swinging in because it's got now 3 checks. No, sorry, 4 checks.
Yep, because the tie.
And then decides to Hades to whiteboard, and then is allowed to swing with the Metal Gray X. It's a security huck, which allows Jorel to draw, and then... Oh, no.
Does lose the stack to that. Which, well, this is okay, though. This is not too bad, because he does have the rookie in back.
Right.
So, like, admittedly, here's the thing. If Jorel had not seen level 5 this turn, I do think there's a world where...
Eric wins.
Yeah. But
unfortunately, Jorel's able to see it.
So that means we start seeing Jesmon things happen.
So I think we pointed this out the first time we recorded this, but we are re-recording here. So the whole like savior thing, right? When he went into savior for 3, or no, for a reduced cost of 1, right? Because Eric passed him over to what? How much was it? Like 2, I think.
Something like that, I believe.
I'm wondering, and Jorel, if you're watching this and you see it, I could probably just message you too, in all honesty. But if you do see it for the engagement, tell me why you didn't just like play out a sister to then digivolve into Jess G or Jess X.
Tell me why.
I'm wondering maybe because it was a starter deck Jess. No, it wasn't. It was just Jess X antibody. So I'm wondering like maybe why you didn't just hard play 1 and then strung along the digivolution effects that way. Either way, though, I mean, he's in a pretty good spot.
Unless we're missing on order of operations, but
right. I mean, he
maybe
is a far more experienced Jess player than me, so
he does stay in the back, unfortunately.
Yeah,
he had to search for pieces, and yeah, that's just game 1 there. Really unlucky for Eric both times security. Like every time, both times he swung in, like. He died at some point.
Because you could argue that like if those stacks lived, he'd be cooking in a pretty good spot. With how how long it took for Jorel to get pieces going.
If the first stack had lived, if it hadn't died there, which admittedly it got over everything else in that security except for the GX.
Correct.
He would have been like pretty well off, I think. But there's always game 2.
Always game 2. And sometimes the game just be like that, you know. It's unlucky, but it is what it is. It happens.
Oh, don't I know it.
I know.
Don't I know
we both are feeling that that night.
It is sad boy December vibes. That's what's been happening. I fell asleep last night. I just put on I went on Spotify, I was like sad boy playlist. I played it. I woke up to like some weird XXXTentacion mix.
You know what I listened to on the way back home?
What?
I listened to 2 songs. The first song was Baka Mitai.
That's a good one.
And then the second one was just I'm Just Ken. Made me feel a little bit better.
I don't even remember. I did something. Oh, I listened to Never Too Late. 3 Days Grace. Which is, I mean, if you know the song, you know that song is fucking sad. And then I mean, it's supposed to be like hopeful, but it's a sad like origin. Yeah. And then I listened to It's Been a While by Sting. You know, as one does.
As one does. But anyways, just to summarize these turns, Eric's been building in the back. He did search for Agu to pick up some pieces. Unfortunately, missed a tie off of that hit, so tie's bottom deck. But does have a pretty good stack in the back. And Jorel,
in the back, he hit next anybody and a Metal Gray, which I'm pretty sure is the one he went into. So he hit the stuff he needs, and he had a tie in hand, which is good.
Jorel has been just like searching and digging, similar to the first game. Played out 2 Master Disciples. Has a stack in the back, but seems to just be missing some of the top end pieces, mainly the level 5. It looks like again.
Yeah, he looks like he's got everything else he needs. He just needs level 5.
But we see Eric here go into a Metal Gray X antibody once again. Hopefully this guy's a little bit bigger than the previous ones. He should be, I believe, with the Agu 13.
Yeah, because I think still risky. he gave the blocker to the other Greymon stack. Because he's planning to do this.
Nice.
So he'll reduce the cost by 1. He'll evo into Wargrey X. He'll swing for 4 checks, I believe.
3.
3 checks. Okay.
Yeah. Gains 3 memory because 3 cards were removed. He does delete something lower than now, a total of 17k. So pops the Huck and goes into a Metal Gray for 3, passing turn at 1. So not a bad turn. Not a bad turn.
No, very, very good turn. And at this point, Jorel is kind of a little stuck at the moment. Not seeing level 5 still. Choked at 1, so doesn't really have the ability to really search. Even if he had the cards for it, which I don't think he even does.
Yeah, he can't even search. He just has to play something out. There's the cheapest way to pass turn. Yeah.
Which at this point, like, the only way he can survive realistically is if there are 2 GXs in security. Or if the Wargrey hits a GX in security first before it's able to do all of its checks.
You know, Wargrey X Annie was pretty. That is a pretty card, that alt art.
Yeah, it's alright.
God damn.
I don't like Asmaria art. I don't like Asmaria art.
I mean, the shading gets, like... I didn't like Melga X's. I didn't like Melga X.
Asmaria's art is very, very dynamic. Yeah. And I appreciate... Because I can see where the effort is. I don't think it is a good effort, though. Like, in terms of aesthetically pleasing, like, okay. I know people are probably going to be like, are you fucking kidding me? This guy's talking shit about Asmaria. Because I know, like, the general consensus of people love these arts. And don't get me wrong, there are some good ones. I just think that a lot of Asmaria's art is, at least in my opinion, it's too messy.
Sure.
It's a little bit too messy. It's hard to make out details. It's hard to see the Digimon. Don't get me started on Black Wargray X's alt art. That is the worst alt art to ever exist in the game. And guess who did that? Now, I'm not saying they're a bad artist. I just think that they have a lot of hits and they have a lot of misses. Wargray X, I'd say it's closer to a hit than a miss. I think it's pretty good. I'm just being a heckler. But Black Wargray X, I don't like Melga X. Melga X is way too messy.
Yeah.
That one you just cannot tell what's happening.
The GOAT for me is always going to be Tonomi Kanji.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Fucking Tonomi Kanji they are fucking amazing. They do so fucking good. And then Spare Ribs.
Oh yeah, he's been cooking.
They're newer, but like, dude, that art that they do is so fucking dynamic. It's so like dynamic but clean. It's like it's a good example of like you can still do these like really awesome action poses that are explosive.
Eric be cooking in the back while we've been chatting about
we're caught on different things.
But Eric does go into a Metal Gray in the back, so he's set up for a pretty good turn, similar to the last round, right? Yeah. He searched, has a stack, he's ready to go for a big swing. Jorel is still searching.
He's got a level 5 and a GX, so he's looking pretty good right now. Yeah. I think he has a...
He's got the sisters. Yep, he just goes into...
Oh, he just drew it.
Yeah.
He just drew it now.
Yeah. Eric decides to push up. He's got a couple plays that he can do here.
You have to be aggressive here.
Yeah.
I think this is the hard thing, where it's like... The thing with Jesmon is like you almost... Unless you have some crazy security bombs, you almost have to just win the game before they're able to play.
Right, especially in today's meta, right? You know, like you just gotta win before they OTK you, because you know for a fact, like you said, security's not gonna do jack shit for you.
Because most decks are not gonna be able to have an out to a full GX board unless it's like a green deck with ports.
For sure.
Or like Death X can sometimes stop it, but like it just slows it down. It doesn't handle the real issue.
Well, we did see Eric unfortunately check into twice, so he had 2 security bombs. First one was a Judgment of the Blade, which allowed him to play out a sister CL, which allowed him to search. And then the second security that he hit was the Huckmon, which unfortunately popped the little Agu. Does go into the Wargrey, but unfortunately just doesn't have, you know, can't really do much there with it.
Yeah, it's already suspended. He's missing
he will get reboot, but he doesn't have a blocker, so it's just sort of like eh.
Yeah, he doesn't have the black tie for blocking, so he's just kind of a big boy.
So Jorel's pretty much set up to do what he wants to do here. He goes into Jess X Antibody for 3 to play out a Sister Blanc, allowing him to draw 1. Should gain memory off of the inheritable? Maybe? But yeah, I think they're talking about how big Wargrey is. He's a big guy because he gained 3k DP on Digivolve, 3k DP from the Metal Gray. And then that should be it. So he's a big 18k boy right now. But Jorel has to get higher than that. Well, no, he doesn't. He's not a blocker. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
I'm just so used to him being a blocker.
Again, Jorel also didn't do the play a sister to the play. I guess it is technically one more memory expensive because you play the sister for 3 and then Evo, and then it puts you to 1. And I guess if you don't have the CL to gain a memory,
cost.
Yeah, you reduce it by 2.
Right. So yeah,
so
I mean it is technically more expensive.
So it's a 4 play instead of a 3 play. And then if you don't have the
right combo, you end up just not doing what you want to do.
He needs the right CL, which I don't think. Seems like he's actually even using it right now, unless if he does, they're not there. But GX does its big swing, does swing through the stack with piercing because it can swing on suspended thanks to JSX. And then the whole board right now is plus 4k. Can't be DP reduced, can't be bounced, and can swing it unsuspended until the end of the next one. Obviously, that last part doesn't matter, but
yeah.
This goes into a Greymon X because no Greymon, Metal Gray for 1, and then just pass the turn. Chokes for 1 because there's not much else you can do.
I mean, the only other thing I could think about was maybe do like the secret Wargrey, but in all honesty, that's not even gonna get big enough for him to beat the GX right now. So
yeah, there's nothing he can really do there. Yeah. He's kind of just. He won't be big enough to swing over GX. Even if he clears 1 body on the board, it doesn't matter. Turn's still gonna pass, and then it's kind of just it's just over anyway. So, but
Jesmon did Jesmon things. Yeah,
we love game 3s. We love game 3s.
Yeah, yeah. Game 3s are always fun. Eric and Jorel are both good players too, so it's always good to see how they cook with things. Eric's a good Wargrey player. I mean, he's been piloting the deck for a while, so. Yes. Always good to see him on cam. But yeah, that does wrap up the round. Let us know what you guys think. Thank you all for tuning in as always. The socials will be in the video description down below, including our Twitter, our Discord that is now live and active, our Instagram, as well as our TCG Player affiliate. So please do check those out. We love to interact with you guys over there. So hope we can see a few of you over there as well. And lastly, just keep letting us know what we can do for you guys. The channel's been growing a lot and we really appreciate the support. We want to keep growing for you guys. We don't want to just, stay, what's the best word for it? Like content or complacent. We do want to kind of evolve the channel as we're growing for you all. So let us know what you guys want to see. We'll try to make it happen. And this one's for you, TJ. We will see ya on the flippy flip.